your intuition, because maybe there's something that you with regard to these two phase shifts that you front ran that they don't happen often enough for you to create a model. But anyway,
No,
I just find
I'm
this
glad
is
you
a
asked
very
that question.
interesting thing.
I do believe there's a model to be created now that you asked that question. So that's something we'll get some more. We'll do some work on that. I do believe so. The whole point, as you guys know, with quantitative analysis, you got to create time series. That way you can back test it and actually forecast it and ultimately use it in real time. And so right now I'm effectively using something that is not time series based, even though it's quantitative. It's quantitative based on the back test and all the learnings and understandings. So hey, look, when the market does goes from defensive to pro-cyclical or pro-cyclical defensive, it's swapping on that going from left to right on that big table we're talking about. And so to me, seeing that change in early November was saying, hey, look, I don't want to stick around waiting on this actual pivot, because there's a lot of stuff that can happen in this month in particularly, and I said this when it happened. The June CPI report was one of the biggest catalysts of the year, or not the June CPI report. Sorry, idiot. The October CPI report. Not only did the October CPI report sort of put the Fed on a path to accelerating tapering and acknowledging that it has to tighten next year, but it also, in my opinion, is taking out the wind of the sails with respect to the Biden administration's agenda. I don't think they're going to be able to get 170 or 1.75 trillion past the Senate. That could be 1 trillion. If that's 1 trillion, what are we talking about in fiscal drag terms next year? We could be talking about a recession next year. I don't think that's the base case scenario, but I don't think anybody's talking about that in terms of what I see in the bond market and the yield curve, and what I see on FinTwit. Everybody's levered long inflation. I'm like, that's a weird setup to me.
Yeah, it's not matching expectations. Doesn't
Not at
matter
all.
if it's a billion or a
And
trillion.
I'm going to side with the bond market every time. not FinTwit. Trust me.